Have you seen this extraordinary discovery of an 8,000-year-old settlement in Northern Ireland? Breaking science news. In County Fermanagh, a team from Queen's University Belfast were looking for Derrygonnelly Castle, a 400-year-old relic of Ireland's turbulent history. But what they found instead has rewritten that history, because beneath the soil under the ruins that they expected, they uncovered something much, much older. Fragments of a world built 8,000 years ago, a world belonging to Ireland's first settlers. Here, the ground speaks of the Mesolithic. They found tiny flints shaped into tools known as microliths, each one no bigger than a fingernail, but sharp enough to bring down game or cut through hide. They also found the core, a piece of stone from which these blades were struck, which is evidence that toolmaking was happening on this site. So it wasn't just a place where people passed through, it was a home, a base camp for hunter-gatherers. 8,000 years ago, the same plateau these people stand on here was alive with campfire smoke and the sound of water birds, families napping flint, cooking fish from the river, and trading stories under the same sky. There's very little Mesolithic evidence in County Fermanagh, so these explorers have now put Derrygonnelly on the map as a location for early Mesolithic activity. In another trench, a volunteer unearthed something else entirely, the remains of a Bronze Age house, complete with pottery sealed beneath a post hole that's thought to be roughly 4,000 years old. For 2 weeks, over 200 volunteers joined the excavation, including students, kids from the local primary school, and archaeologists. One of them, 10-year-old Neve, found a discovery of her own, a small sharp piece of chert. She thought it was nothing special, but when she handed it to the archaeologists, they said that it was Mesolithic, meaning thousands of years old, taking Neve from being a student learning about history to being part of it. The landscape in Derrygonnelly would have suited early humans, a flat plateau next to a river which would have been a rich source of fish and water birds, and an ideal place for hunter-gatherers to live. It really is a wonderful story of how a lost castle led to the finding of an ancient camp, and how a small village in Northern Ireland turned out to be one of the first places that humans ever called home.